Hi, in today's video we're looking at the Milwaukee M12 cordless, brushless, vibrating multi-tool. You insert the battery, you switch it on, it either says the battery's flat or sometimes you get an alternate pattern where there's two lights start flashing. It doesn't seem to want to do that now, but anyway, it's obviously not working, so we shall take it apart and see if we can repair it. So I'll remove the battery. We've got some T10 Torx around the edge, and the smaller ones I believe are T8s, so let's take it apart. Nice. I'm just going to see if the motor rotates manually here. Yeah, the motor appears to rotate okay. Let's see if I can get it out its casing. Right, let's have a look at the PCB. Looks like everything's all in one on this thing. We've got the, they look like the MOSFETs, surface mount ones. There's 3 test points there. I should also have 3 wires coming back from the motor for the Hall effect sensors, which should probably be these wires here. Oh well, that's fairly good news. That means the fault's probably going to be on this circuit board. It looks like there's a safety resistor there. The only downside is this this yellow goo that seems to be on a lot of the Milwaukee stuff. It's a bit of a nightmare to get off. I might try and get a hold of some acetone, but let's see if that tries to dissolve it. But what I've been doing is just heating it with my rework station and then slowly picking away at it, which does get it off. It's just a bit time consuming. So I think what the first thing we'll do is we'll check this. There's a 1 ohm safety resistor here. We'll have a quick look at that. Maybe a little bit awkward to try and use that to pop the meter so you'll get a view of the screen hopefully. Right. Well, the safety resistor's okay. Let's see if we've got any shorted MOSFETs. Looks alright. Yeah, all the MOSFETs look okay. Could be a programming port or something here. There's there's a header of 4 pins there, which don't appear to go anywhere. See, that's the on-off switch. We'll just connect the battery up again and we'll just see what happens at the minute. Yeah, that's the LED pattern that I was talking about. Oh, and now it's saying it's discharged, but a minute ago it was just flashing alternating between the two. I wonder if it could be a communication problem with the battery. I mean, I've just put this battery back on the charger, and the charger's saying it's fully charged. Looks like there could be two processors on here, or two microcontrollers. I'd say that's probably the motor drive chip, because it's closest to the MOSFETs. And I wonder if this one's to I wonder if this one works out the battery state and communicates with the battery. Right. I wonder if I've got something I can prop this up with to stop it from falling over. There we go. I'll put the battery there just to... So, the battery communication comes in on this blue wire here via this pin. Right, I've spent quite a bit of time on this board. I've been picking away all of this epoxy type stuff to expose all the components. I've checked quite a few components and everything seems fine. However, I did notice a slight weird problem where I was using the ground off the battery to measure things, but I wasn't quite getting the correct readings on things. Like the ground wasn't quite right on the microcontroller compared to the battery. They were like at different levels. So anyway, I thought, well, that must be the way it is for voltage regulation or something. So anyway, it's been on my mind a bit, and I've checked loads of other things on it, spent a fair bit of time, but I think I've just actually found the fault. After I've picked away all of the epoxy on this side as well, I'll just bring the microscope in and we'll just zoom right in on what I think is the problem. I'll just put something under here to prop this board up a little bit, and I'll just get this microscope focused in. There we go. Right, that's where the ground comes in from the battery here. Let's move that pointy tool. That'll do. Yeah, the ground comes in from the battery on this wire here, and then look what we've got here underneath this glue stuff. There's a blown track. So what's been happening is the microcontroller, because it hasn't been being grounded the same as the battery, it's been thinking the battery's been overheating, and also sometimes it would think the battery wasn't overheating, but the battery was flat even though it was fully charged, and that's the reason why, because the ground has been at two different levels. I'm surprised it actually even worked at all. It must have been finding another route to ground for the voltage regulator for the microcontroller. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bridge from here over to here. I might just clean a bit of that pad up here and just bridge a bit wire from there to there. and then we'll give it a go. I wonder if I could go from that capacitor. There's actually a capacitor here. I might actually go from there instead. Right then. Right, so I've bridged from where the battery comes in, missing out that little track just with a piece of wire. Right, so let's plug a battery in and see what it does now. So I've got a feeling this might be it. I've got 4 lights flashing now. So I don't know what 4 lights means. Right, so the 4 lights, it turns out that just means that the battery's full, and that's like normal thing for it to do. I think the motor controller chip has failed. So I've ordered a new one. It's taken actually weeks to get here, so it's actually been quite a long time since I've took this thing apart, and it's just been sat in a box. But I'll just bring the microscope in, and that's the replacement motor controller chip that I've been waiting for. So I think we'll get that put on, and then we'll see what it does after that. Right then, so the new chip is now soldered on. I shall just move the microscope out of the way, and we shall give it a try. I'll just remove this wire here. This was just a ground wire that I had when I had my oscilloscope on it. I was just trying to see what waveforms we're actually getting from that chip before I removed it. So, right, let's see what it does, if anything now. Yes! It seems to work. Right, I think what we'll do now, we'll get it all put back together and we'll give it a proper test. Right then, let's give it a test and see if it works. That seems to work. I just need to put a blade on it now. We'll try the speed, see if the speed works. Right then, I think another successful fix on that one then. Right, if you enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more like it, please subscribe. Any questions or comments, please leave them in the comment section below. And as always, have a great day. Thanks for watching.